Hey, it's the chopping block. You better never stop.
Yeah.
I hit you with some pop rocks.
Yeah.
I make you just pop lock.
Yeah.
They call me Orpheus. I am the gorgeous. Or maybe handsome. Don't you know I am Brandon?
Yeah. I'm like the West version, black version of Kanye. Yeah, a nigga stay living large, man. Ariana Grande.
Ooh.
Last name is a punchline.
Hey.
That's fine. I do it so divine. I'm
Ooh.
always in their mind. Twist like intertwine. Doing all this shit. You niggas can check my shine like
Hey.
a jeweler.
I'm clean like some soap. Like a reverend, I just might grope.
Grope?
You.
Oh. Okay.
Or
Well,
was he
I
a
mean, you
bishop?
just
He was a
you
bishop.
just kind of segued right into it. So let's get
Segue
into
right
it.
into that
Now.
bunch of monstrosity.
This is the chop block. People do some things that we may or may not approve of, and we got to figure out why we put them on here. And in this case, it just kind of stands out. Now, Aretha Franklin, we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, passed recently, has left us. The Queen of Soul has gone into heaven to be with Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye, and maybe somebody else that's up there.
Don't forget Aaliyah,
Aaliyah,
Luther Vandross,
Luther,
Prince.
went up there with everybody. But before, after she left us, we decided to have a funeral.
Don't say we. Don't be trying to include me in there.
BET.
They
BET
decided to have a funeral.
BET went out
Public.
and filmed the
Live.
memorial service
Uh-huh.
for Aretha Franklin.
Yes, they did.
Now, when I tell you
Oh, no.
that this shit lasted all day,
Oh, no.
this shit lasted all day, boy.
All day like a church sermon on a Sunday morning.
I got to work on that day
Mm-hmm.
at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
I left work that day at 4:30, maybe 4 o'clock, somewhere in there.
It was not still playing.
It was still playing.
It was not still playing.
It was Stevie was just getting on, hitting harmonica when I was leaving. And my thing is this: why do we have to have that long of a funeral?
Rumor
When
has
has
it.
anybody ever had that long of a funeral?
Rumor has it they delayed it because he couldn't find his way to the stage.
They delayed it. What? Who delayed it?
Doo-doo-doo.
Wow. Okay. Well, this was an 8-hour funeral complete with performances from.
Look, you
Ariana
are not
Grande.
selling a package from IKEA.
I'm
You're
just saying.
complete with.
It came complete with Ariana Grande, who, after her performance, was questionably groped
Questionably.
by Bishop Charles H. Ellis III.
Yes.
Now, if you look back at the video, we're just gonna start. This is the part 1 of the Negro monstrosity.
Oh, okay.
So I just want to say here, part 1. He was grabbing the side top.
I mean, he was grabbing a little tight. I personally don't want to go so far as to say he did that on purpose and he was trying to get a grope, but I will say that he was grabbing her.
He was unaware of what
very
of paying attention.
uncomfortably.
Yeah, that was cringeworthy. A little
Like, it was very uncomfortable to watch as far as the way he was grabbing her. But I don't believe that there was any malice intent in that.
No malice was in that. Maybe some lust, but I just want to say,
yeah.
Ariana Grande is not known for having big tatas, we'll say. So it's kind of hard
She's not known
for you
having
to have
anybody.
to go in and try to grope a side boob. You really got to kind of put some effort into that. So for me,
No.
For me,
Look, I
you
think
have to put some effort into trying to find that side boob.
She is so small and narrow. I think it's not hard to wrap your arm and get around on accident.
But why you gotta touch her?
Especially when your hand is probably you got a
He
big
could have
hand.
did anything. He could have did one of these pastor pats. You know, where they have the microphone in one hand and they pat the hand on the
Now,
back.
okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say that he didn't want to just
Did
grab
you
her
see,
in that moment.
Did you see her perform?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you just take her out of the picture? Toss Ariana Grande to win. If you take her out of that frame
Every other
and
dude
you just
there.
look at the back of what's behind her, you got Bill Clinton, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, and Charles Ellis was acting like he wasn't looking, but Charles Ellis may have been looking.
I saw Judge Mathis there
Judge
too.
Mathis was looking, trying to figure out how to get a little taste of this Mexican señorita. Now, I don't even know what's Mexican. I'm just gonna say
Are you sure about
Hispanic
that?
señorita.
Are you sure about that?
What? You telling me the look on Bill Clinton's face did not tell you?
Now,
he
Bill
wanted to
Clinton
hit
is
some
the
of that?
one lone person that looked extra happy
Bill Clinton
that she was up there right in front of him
had flashbacks.
singing those hymns. Flashbacks. Okay.
Yeah, flashbacks.
Monica ain't never looked that good.
I'm just saying, he was like, oh.
Monica ain't never looked that good.
You know what I'm saying? Him and Hillary came, and he was just like, oh, hell, you can go to the other side. I'm going to go on over here. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. Well, it's cool. We'll meet back after, and we'll go back home.
Hey, man, Bill Clinton looked like he was very excited.
Man.
Were you kind of tripping off at what Ariana Grande was wearing?
I didn't care at all. I think that people were tripping a little too hard.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. Everybody comes to church dressed up like they didn't just come from the club dressed down. You
right?
know, I don't know.
Right?
And then the other thing that I thought about Aretha Franklin's funeral.
I thought you ain't supposed to judge as a Christian.
I mean,
like, I thought you're not supposed to judge.
Rule book? I don't think that's in the rule book.
I mean, obviously dressing the way you want, I mean, that's not in the rule book either. And then trying to condemn, like, you're supposed to dress a certain way, and there's no rule book for this shit.
There was one lady that walked in with a hairpiece that looked like a condor was on her head. I don't want to hear shit about Ariana Grande's outfit. You know what I'm saying? So the other part for me was this. There was a couple different things. I was like, come on, man. Mm-hmm. People were falling asleep in the funeral. It's an 8-hour funeral service, so I get it. But that took me right back to the days when you used to fall asleep at church.
Why you put? First of all, you've been to church with me like twice.
Both times you fell asleep.
Okay, but don't think that's.
And then there were multiple times my mom would be like, "Yeah, Brandon was there, but he was asleep."
When did she go to church with me?
A long time ago.
I don't even recall going to church.
She would always say that's one thing she would always bring up. Brandon was asleep. I'm just saying.
And where were you? You weren't even there. At least I was there.
I was
snoring
there
in and breathing in the
air
Lord's
of God. Presence. The Lord's always with
you weren't
me.
even there.
Lord's always.
I was there inhaling the Lord.
Yeah, okay.
I was inhaling the spirit inside the church.
You'll fuck around and get a lightning bolt. Anyways.
That's what I was doing, nigga.
People were falling asleep. The lady that had the violin was sitting behind the main speaker, and she was stuck with her violin almost falling out of her hands on a couple different occasions. Somebody's mouth was wide open in the back, and they filmed it. Like, that's why you don't need an 8-hour funeral service.
That part, I agree with you on that.
Because people are going to fall asleep.
And second of all, everybody's wearing black, so it's dark in the church, and everybody's sad. Of course, people are going to fall asleep. It's a setting for sleep. And
the last reason why this is on there, the pastors came out more iced out than your favorite rapper. Every single pastor had on at least 3 chains. 2 chains walked up to one of them was like, damn, you got on too many chains. Makes you wonder where your tithes are going.
Oh, bro, I know where the tithes are going. That's why my tithes stay in my pocket.
You know what I'm saying? And the Lord said the pastor must pay his electric bill so he can give you the message to keep the light on.
I'm just sad that all of this has overshadowed the fact that Aretha Franklin passed away. It seems to overshadow. And you want to know something else? I was right. I told you when we were arguing who would play Aretha Franklin the best. Right?
And you did say Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer Hudson did that shit.
And who was the second person I said?
Let me tell you.
Fantasia. And she did her shit too.
Fantasia still no.
I wouldn't pick her.
Jennifer Hudson,
I'm
boy.
just saying.
Jennifer Hudson killed that shit. You right. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
I'll give you that. Yes, sir.
I don't know how you would. You said Halle Berry. You should be struck with lightning.
I'm just saying actress-wise.
Somebody who couldn't sing or act.
She can act.
No.
You seen Swordfish?
Yes.
So,
the most